What would you do with 5 to 7 extra hours every sprint? Not hypothetically. That's the real, measurable time saving when you use Claude consistently throughout your whole working week. Not occasionally, not just the writing test cases, consistently, from Monday morning planning all the way to Friday sign-off. I've been a QA tester for over 10 years. I've seen teams introduce tools that get used once and forgotten. This is different because Claude doesn't replace your process. It fits inside the process you already have, every step, every day. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. We're going to walk through a full sprint, Monday to Friday, and at every stage, I'll show you which prompt to use, what you get back, and how much time it saves. This is the video the whole series has been building toward. Subscribe so you don't miss the final 2 videos in Module 4. And if you try this workflow in your next sprint and something doesn't work the way I describe, email me. Here's what we're covering today and why each part matters. First, the full sprint map. Before we go into any individual day, I want you to see the whole picture. Understanding how the week flows as a system is more important than knowing any single prompt. Second, the one-time setup. There are 3 things you need to have in place before your first Claude-powered sprint. Takes 15 minutes. After that, you never do it again. Third, Monday, which is the most misunderstood day in a QA sprint. Most testers use Monday to start writing test cases. That's the wrong approach, and I'll explain why. Fourth, Tuesday and Wednesday, your active testing days. We'll cover structured testing, exploratory sessions, security checks, and the real-time analysis technique that changes how you respond to unexpected behavior during a session. Fifth, Thursday, which is where Claude saves the most absolute time. Bug reporting manually takes 2 hours. With Claude, the same 8 reports take 24 minutes. Sixth, Friday release prep, including how to build a targeted regression pack that covers everything that matters without running your entire test suite. And finally, the numbers. I'll show you the actual time breakdown, task by task, so you can calculate the saving for your own sprint. Here is your sprint map, the whole week on one slide. I want you to look at this before we zoom into any individual day, because the power of this workflow comes from how the days connect, not from any single prompt used in isolation. Monday, everything is preparation. Prompt 11 to understand the spec. Prompt 5 to build the test plan. Clarifying questions sent to the BA before testing starts. Monday's output is your plan, not a single test case. Tuesday, structured testing begins. Prompt 1 for test cases. Prompt 4 for test data. Prompt 3 for your afternoon exploratory session. Tuesday's output is your first wave of executed tests and your first bugs found. Wednesday, deeper testing. Prompt 12 for SF Depot attack ideas. Prompt 14 for real-time analysis of unexpected behavior. Prompt 10 for security checks. Wednesday's output is your second wave of bugs, the ones that scripted testing doesn't reach. Thursday, reporting and cleanup. Prompt 2 for every bug. Prompt 9 for accessibility. Prompt 13 for rewriting vague test cases. Thursday's output is a complete Jira-ready set of bug reports and a cleaner test suite. Friday, release prep. Prompt 7 for the regression pack. Prompt 6 for a final suite check, and the release summary. Friday's output is a go or no-go decision with the evidence to support it. That is the full system. Keep this slide open as a reference while you plan your next sprint. Before we walk through the sprint itself, let me cover the setup, because if this isn't in place, Monday morning will be slower than it needs to be. The good news is, this is genuinely a one-time job. It takes about 15 minutes. Step 1, go to Claude.ai, click Projects in the left sidebar, and create a new project. Name it something specific, QA testing, Shopmate, or whatever your app is called. This is your permanent testing workspace. Everything you do for this app lives here. Every conversation inside the project automatically has access to your uploaded files, which brings us to step 2. Create a text file with all 14 prompts from video 15, 1 prompt per section, clearly labeled. Save it as QA_prompt_library.txt. Upload it to the project knowledge area on the right side of your project. From this moment on, every chat you start inside this project can use your full library without you pasting a single prompt. You just say, use prompt 3 for the checkout feature, and Claude finds it and runs it. Step 3. This one repeats every sprint. Ask your BA or Scrum Master to share the sprint spec by Friday afternoon. You need it before Monday morning, so you can use the full day for preparation, not waiting for a document to arrive at 10 a.m. And the optional step that makes a real difference. Every testing day, open 2 windows side by side. App on the left, Claude project on the right. 30 seconds to set up. Changes everything about how you test. Monday, the most important day of the sprint, and the one most testers underuse. I want to introduce the Monday rule. Don't write a single test case on Monday, not one. Use the entire day for preparation. Here's the thinking behind it. Every minute spent on Monday understanding exactly what you're testing saves 10 minutes of confusion, backtracking, and wrong assumptions on Tuesday and Wednesday. Most testers start Monday by opening Jira, looking at the user stories, and immediately starting to write test cases. The problem is they don't fully understand the feature yet. They're writing tests based on their first reading of a spec, without having identified the ambiguities, without knowing which areas are highest risk, and without the clarifications they need from the BA. I've seen testers spend an entire Wednesday rewriting test cases because a Monday conversation would have revealed the expected behavior was different from what they assumed. Prompt 11 is your Monday morning starting point. Paste the full spec, however long, however technical, and ask Claude to explain it in plain English. Walk through the main user journeys and identify anything unclear, missing, or contradictory. Read the output carefully. The gaps Claude identifies are your most valuable output of the morning. Next, prompt 5 for the test plan. Scope, risk ranking, effort estimate, entry and exit criteria. Share it with your team lead before you leave Monday. And take the gaps Claude found and write them up as specific questions for your BA. Send them Monday afternoon. You want answers by Tuesday morning. A Monday well spent means a Tuesday where you start testing with confidence, not halfway through your first test case realizing you don't know what the correct expected result is supposed to be. Tuesday, structured testing day. You come in Monday's answers in hand, test plan ready, and you work through it area by area, critical and high-risk areas first, exactly as Claude ranked them on Monday. For each user story, use prompt 1 and get 15 to 25 test cases in under a minute. Before you open the browser, use prompt 4 to generate your test datasets. I cannot stress this enough. Have your data ready before you start testing. Nothing slows a testing session down like stopping to think of a boundary value or an invalid input mid-flow. In the afternoon, run a 60-minute exploratory session using the charter from prompt 3. A clear mission, defined scope, and a list of specific risks to investigate. And the most important habit of Tuesday, and honestly of the whole sprint, is keeping Claude open in the right half of your screen while you test. The moment something doesn't look right, describe it. Don't save it for later. Don't just add a sticky note. Type it out and ask, is this a bug? 30 seconds to get an answer. Often it also tells you what to test next. Wednesday goes deeper. SFDI/POT attack ideas with prompt 12 for the most complex or highest risk features. A security pass on every new input field with prompt 10. This covers SQL injection, XSS, authentication issues, and access control problems that nobody else on the team is looking for. And prompt 14 all day for real-time analysis. Here's the target for Wednesday. By end of day, you should have found 80% of the bugs this sprint will produce. Thursday is for writing them up. Let me make Wednesday concrete with 2 real scenarios from a live testing session. First, you're testing the checkout and you apply the discount code SAVE20. The order total updates correctly. £49.99 drops to £39.99, exactly as expected. But when you look at the PayPal payment button, it still shows the original price. Card payment shows the correct discounted amount. So you open Claude and type exactly what you observed. Claude immediately identifies it as a PayPal integration timing issue. The component initializes before the discount recalculation completes, so it reads the pre-discount total, and it tells you exactly what to test next. Does PayPal actually charge the wrong amount when you complete the payment? What happens if you remove and reapply the code? That's not just bug identification, that's a testing direction. Second scenario, you submit a split payment with store credit and card. The confirmation page loads blank, no error message, but the order is in the system. You describe it to Claude, and it immediately tells you this is a confirmation page rendering failure. The order was created, but the page didn't receive the data to display, and gives you 5 specific next tests. Does it happen every time or intermittently? Does the confirmation email send correctly? Does it only happen with split payments or with normal card too? In both cases, Claude didn't just confirm what you found. It told you what to look at next. That's the real value of having it open beside you. Thursday, Bug Report Day. And this is the day where the time saving is most dramatic and most immediately felt. Let me give you the real numbers. A typical Thursday without Claude, you have 8 bugs to write up. Each bug report done properly. Clear title, numbered steps, test data, expected result, actual result, environment, severity, priority. Takes between 10 and 15 minutes. That is 2 hours minimum on writing bug reports alone. And that's if you're disciplined and focused. If you're interrupted, context switching between bugs, or struggling to remember exactly what you did 3 hours ago, it's longer. With Claude, you describe each bug in plain English, exactly the way you'd explain it to a developer over Slack. Claude produces a complete, professional, Jira-ready report in under 3 minutes. 8 reports in 24 minutes. You saved 96 minutes in one morning. That time goes back into testing, into exploratory work, into the things that require a human. After bug reports, run your accessibility audit. Prompt 9 on every page that was modified this sprint. 5 minutes per page. This catches WCAG violations that are genuinely invisible during functional testing. Missing form labels, insufficient color contrast, keyboard traps, missing alt text, issues that could create legal exposure for your company and that nobody else is systematically checking for. Then, rewrite any vague test cases you ran this week. Any test with unclear steps or an ambiguous expected result, paste it into prompt 13. That improvement is permanent. Your suite gets better every sprint automatically. And before you close Thursday, ask Claude what scenarios might have been missed. 5 minutes. It almost always surfaces 1 or 2 things. Friday. The goal is clear. Is it safe to ship? This is not a day for finding new bugs. This is a day for systematic, targeted verification of the things most likely to have broken, given exactly what changed this sprint. Start with prompt 7. Paste the full sprint change list. Every bug fixed, every feature added, every page redesigned. Claude reads it and immediately identifies which existing features share code or logic with what changed. It returns a targeted regression pack, typically 25 to 30 specific tests, instead of running your full suite of 150. Those are the tests that actually matter today. Run them. When they pass, you have meaningful regression evidence. Then a quick suite audit with prompt 6 on the test cases you wrote this sprint before they're permanently committed. A 5-minute check that keeps the suite clean, sprint after sprint. And then the release summary. Ask Claude to write it. Features tested, bugs found with severity breakdown, regression status, and a release recommendation. 2 minutes. Your team lead gets a clear, professional summary instead of receiving a Slack message that just says, "Looks fine." The exit gate on the left side of this slide is your checklist. All critical and P1 bugs resolved. Core user journeys passing. Sprint-specific regression complete. Tested on at least 2 browsers, plus mobile. Sign-off summary sent. When all 5 are green, you're done. Let me put numbers on everything we've talked about today. Understanding the spec on Monday. 45 minutes without Claude, 10 minutes with. Saving 35 minutes. Writing the test plan. 90 minutes without, 15 with. Saving 75 minutes. That's Monday alone, giving you nearly 2 hours back. Generating test cases for 3 user stories on Tuesday. 60 minutes without, 10 with. Saving 50 minutes. Creating test data. 30 minutes without, 5 with. Saving 25 minutes. Bug reports on Thursday, the biggest one. 8 bugs at 15 minutes each is 120 minutes. With Claude, the same 8 reports take 24 minutes, saving 96 minutes. Building the regression pack on Friday, 60 minutes without, 10 with, saving 50. Writing the release summary, 20 minutes without, 3 with, saving 17 minutes. Total across the sprint, 5 to 7 hours saved. Per sprint, every sprint, that is 10 to 14 hours per month, over 130 hours per year. And these are conservative estimates. They assume a small sprint, a good spec, and no complications. Real sprints often have more user stories, more bugs, and more edge cases. The savings scales with the complexity. What matters is what you do with that time. You use it for the things that only a skilled human tester can do. The exploratory sessions that find the bugs nobody expected. The conversations with developers about what's really going on. And the deep thinking about risk that no prompt can replace. Let's close the loop. Today you saw the complete sprint workflow. 11 slides, 5 days, all 14 prompts in use, one connected system. Monday, understand the spec fully before you write a single test. Tuesday, structured testing, test data ready, exploratory charter for the afternoon. Wednesday, deep testing, SFDI pot, security, real-time analysis. Thursday, all bug reports written, accessibility audit done, test suite cleaned. Friday, targeted regression pack, final audit, release summary sent. 5 to 7 hours saved every sprint, 130 hours every year. Given back not to nothing, given back to better testing. In video 17, we look at something I get asked about a lot. How do you bring this into a team? How do you share your prompt library with other testers, standardize outputs across everyone, and make sure the whole team benefits, not just the one person who watched this series? Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you try this workflow, even just Monday and Thursday to start, comment below or send me an email. Tell me what changed for you.